Assam Chief Minister and North-East Democratic Alliance convener Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma holds a consultative meeting with the core committee on Naga political issue on Thursday. During 45-minute long meeting at Chimukadima, the core committee briefed Dr. Sharma about latest developments surrounding Naga political issues. In wake of the poor performance of government school in the recent HSLC and HSSLC examination, Rising People Party demand abolishment of the post of the Principal Director of the Department of School Education. Notably, government school pass percentage in HSLC 2022 dropped to 36.62%, down from 38.75% recorded in 2021. The Governor Felicitation Program for NBSC toppers rank holders to take place on June 8 at Raj Bhavan. Confirmed list from the school should be mailed to nagaboard@gmail.com on or before June 4 for onwards submission to Government Secretariat. Enforcement Directorate issued fresh summons to Congress MP Rahul Gandhi to appear before it on June 13 for questioning in a money laundering case linked to the National Herald newspaper. Earlier, Rahul was asked to depose on June 2, but the Wayanad MP sought a fresh date as he was out of the country. Requiring a much-needed victory, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami wins the Champawat by poll by a margin of over 55,000 votes. Dhami secures 58,258 votes against Congress candidate Nirmala Gahatodi, who grabbed only 3,233 votes. Hello and welcome to Nltv. This is your anchor Rovina Lama and you're watching Nltv News Now. Now, news in detail. In a big development, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is also the convener of North-East Democratic Alliance, arrived in Dimapur on Thursday and met the core committee on Naga political issue led by Chief Minister Nefurio. Dr. Sharma held a consultative meeting with a core committee to acquaint himself with the latest development over the sensitive issue. The meeting was significant following the May 20th meeting between core committee and NSC-NIM over the stallment on the peace talk between union government and NSC-NIM. It has been learned that Sharma will also convey to the centre the suggestion of the core committee. Notably, Sharma, as convener of North-East Democratic Alliance (NEDA), has been co-opted by the Union Home Minister to act as a catalyst to the effort of the political leadership of the UDA government for supplementing efforts towards early solution to the political issue. The closed-door meeting between Sharma and the CCON's PI member had held at Nyaitu Resort in Chimukadima lasted around 45 minutes and media was barred from venturing even close to the venue. Beside Rio, the core committee member present at the meeting included Tia Ziliang, Kuzuluzo Azonenu, Niba Kronu, Jikaitu Aye, Matsuba Jamir, Pai Wangkonyak, Jacob Zimomi, Pang New Pom, YM Yolokonyak, Yongpang Ozkam, R. King, Imkong El Imchen, Yatachu K. Kalo, Dr. Ningshi Ao, H. Haing, and Rajya Sabha MP Pang Nokonyak. Civil Engineer Association of Nagaland on Thursday informed all civil engineer graduates to register to the association at the earliest. CEN stated that they will not entertain any issues on behalf of unregistered civil engineers of Nagaland. Meanwhile, the last date of submission of registration is on or before July 31, 2022. Members have been directed to contact Finance Secretary Engineer Vekurolu at the given number, that is 8794-2568 6963 for information, assistance and registration. It may also be noted that all online transactions should be attested with screenshots. The Governor Felicitation Program is scheduled to be held on June 8 at 11 a.m. at Raj Bhavan, Kohima, upon which Nagaland Board of School Education has informed all the toppers, rank holders, achievers of Governor Awards and also the head of institution of the toppers, rank holders to attend the program. Meanwhile, the confirmed list from the school should be mailed to nagaboard@gmail.com on or before June 4 for onward at submission to Governor's Secretariat. Furthermore, NBAC directed the student to come in their respective school uniforms. Due to the poor performance of government school in the recently declared HSLC and HSSLC examination, the Rising People Party on Thursday demanded the post of the Principal Director of the Department of School Education to be abolished. Reportedly, the government school pass percentage in 2021 was slated at 38.75%. However, this year there is a decline of 2.13%, making the pass percentage at 36.62%. While the number of nil or zero pass increased in 2021 from 23 to 33 schools in 2022. However, the 100% pass percentage of government schools decreased in 2021 from 25 to 12 in 2022. RPP stated that there is no point in keeping IAS officer as principal director since there is already a commissioner and secretary in the same department who is also from the IAS cadre. The party questioned why there are too many power centers in a department and spoil the growth when it is ultimately the student who will suffer. As the entire world on Friday celebrates World Bicycle Day, Dimapur District also marked the day with a celebration at Dimapur District Sports Council Stadium with Advisor for Youth Resource and Sports, Zalen Nikki, as the special guest. Notably, the event was organized by Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan Nagaland in collaboration with Nagaland Sports and Climbing Association and NSS Dimapur. It is to be mentioned that a total of 75 participants took part in the event, whereby a 4-year-old Detrong Eld Bomb was the youngest participant, while Eld Along was the oldest participant. It may also be mentioned that the first prize was won by Lacer, second by Nodito, and Adrian Prele Vizo secured the third prize.
Today, Jal Nehru Yuva Kendra, they are commemorating the World Cycling Day, and it's good to know that a lot of participants have, even the younger ones, very young ones have participated, and I would encourage even our Nagas to participate more in such events.
So how many participants?
They are around 75 plus.
Aro apni la naam ki ase?
Chungpen.
Ha?
Chungpen.
Chungpen. Aro apni kiman sal ase?
8 years.
8 years. Acha, to apni aji idea hi na khushi paise na nai?
Bhai ase.
Paise. Aro apni to cycle to chola to kina lage?
Well lage.
8 years. To aro aji apni the World Bicycle Day man bishi manu na lode chola ule thaka to kina feel hoise?
Excited.
Excited na? Okay, then all the best there.
Today.
Enforcement Directorate on Friday issued fresh summons to Congress MP Rahul Gandhi to appear before it on June 13 for questioning in a money laundering case linked to the National Herald newspaper. Earlier, Rahul Gandhi was asked to depose on June 2, but the Lok Sabha members from Wayanad seat in Kerala sought a fresh date as he was out of the country. Rahul Gandhi has now been asked to appear on June 13 at the headquarters of the federal agency in central Delhi. His mother and Congress President Sonia Gandhi has been asked to depose before the agency on June 8. Furthermore, the case pertains to the ED probe into the alleged financial irregularities in the party-promoted Young Indians that own the National Herald newspaper. Notably, the agency officials stated that they want to record the statement of Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi under criminal section of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday reached Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh to take part in the groundbreaking ceremony of the UP Investors Summit. Notably, he was welcomed by UP Governor Nltv Patel, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Among others, during the groundbreaking ceremony, the Prime Minister laid the foundation stone of 1,406 project worth more than Rs 80,000 crore. The project encompassed diverse sectors like agriculture and elite, IT and electronic, MSME, manufacturing, renewable energy, pharma, tourism, defense and aerospace, handloom and textile, etc. It may be mentioned that the ceremony will be attended by top industries leaders of the country. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami won the Champawat by-poll by a margin of over 55,000 votes. This was a much-needed victory from Dhami to continue to remain as the Chief Minister, as he had lost the state assembly post had earlier this year, despite the BJP landslide victory. Notably, Dhami secured 58,258 votes against Congress candidate Nirmala Grahatodi, who grabbed only 3,233 votes. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated CM Dhami on his victory. President Ramnath Kovind is set to visit Uttar Pradesh from June 3 to 6, 2022, notably according to the President's Secretariat during his visit to UP. The President will visit his native village, Parank, in Kanpur Dehat, where he will address a public gathering, while on Saturday he will address the 90-year celebration of the Merchant Chamber of Uttar Pradesh at Kanpur. Meanwhile, on the same day, he will also grace the centenary celebration of Gita Press at Gorakhpur. Furthermore, on June 5, the President will visit Magar, where he will pay his tribute to Sant Kabir Das and inaugurate the Sant Kabir Academy and Research Center and Swadesh Darshan Yojana. It may also be mentioned that on June 6, he will address the special joint session of Uttar Pradesh Vidhan Mandal. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton on Thursday inaugurated the Tsungkhigi Village Council Hall in the presence of elders and leaders of the village and Chungkitong range. While addressing the gathering, Paton said that times are changing and village council can play a proactive role in formulating plans and projects for the village, in which the government can give assistance. He further said that the council should work hand in hand with the village development board for betterment of the education, agriculture and communitization of water supply and electricity. Furthermore, he also appreciated the council and the villagers for their unified stand in all activities and assured them of all possible help in the future. Meanwhile, the Tsungkhigi Village Council and the villagers expressed appreciation to the Deputy CM for his concern. In another tragic accident, 4 persons died and 14 others were injured after a truck and tractor trolley collided on the Thakurtwara Moradabad Highway, Uttar Pradesh, on Thursday evening. The injured were admitted to the government hospital in Thakurwara for treatment. Meanwhile, according to the police, the tire of the truck coming from the front exploded near Ramuwala Ganesh village, upon which the truck went out of control and rammed into the tractor trolley and killed 4 persons who were traveling in the tractor. Meanwhile, further investigation into the incident is said to be underway. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is on a two-nation European visit, met with the Foreign Minister of Austria, Alexander Salensberg, in Slovakia, where both the leaders discussed the Afghanistan issues and held talks on the Indo-Pacific region. Notably, Jaishankar is currently on a visit to Slovakia and the Czech Republic from June 2 to 6 to impart further momentum to bilateral relations with the two Central European countries. In the first official Indian visit to Kabul since the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan in August 2021, a team led by a senior official from the Ministry of External Affairs met Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Mottaki on Thursday. JP Singh, Joint Secretary in charge of Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iran in the EMEA, led the Indian team. The Indian delegation led by Singh visited a hospital, a school and a power plant in Kabul during the day. Taliban Foreign Ministry spokesperson Abdul Kahar Balkhi stated diplomatic relations between Afghanistan and India, bilateral trade and humanitarian assistance were discussed in the meeting. Furthermore, Balkhi added by saying that the first delegation from the MEA and the Indian government is a good progress and called it as a good start between the two countries. He thanked India for its recent humanitarian and health assistance to Afghanistan. Britain Queen Elizabeth is set to skip Platinum Jubilee festivities on Friday after experiencing some discomfort during an event outside Buckingham Palace on Thursday. Notably, the first of 4 days of nationwide celebration in Britain to commemorate her reign started with fanfare on Thursday. It may be mentioned that the 96-year-old Queen is the first British monarch to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee after marking 70 years of service to the people of the United Kingdom, realms and the Commonwealth. Coco Gauff will face world number 1 IGAA Swastik for the French Open title after the teenager is into her maiden Grand Slam finals with a straight set victory over Martina Trevisan on Thursday. The 18-year-old American claimed a 6x3, 6x1 win in a nervous match which saw both players featuring in a major semi-final for the first time. Gauff is the youngest Grand Slam finalist since Maria Sharapova won Wimbledon in 2004. The 18th seed will be a heavy underdog against Swiatek, who is on a 34-match winning streak in Saturday's showpiece match. The French Open men's semi-final is a battle of generation. The 36-year-old birthday boy Nadal will up against the 25-year-old Alexander Zverev. The third seed will Norway first ever men's grand semi-finalist Casper Ruud. The 8th seed will take on Croatia Marin Cilic, who at 33 has a decade on his opponent. and more significantly is the midst of altering a comeback to the duplicitous saint of the major leagues. Root and Silic have met twice in 2021 and 2020 on outdoor hard court and clay. The 23-year-old prevailed on both occasions. The Zverev-Nadal head-to-head is the more persuasive one. Friday is their 10th meeting. The Spaniard leads the rivalry 6-3, but the weary German has won 3 of their last 4 meetings, including one on clay in Madrid last year. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann on Friday visited the house of Sidhu Moosewala, day after the Punjabi singer was shot dead. Notably, Mann reached Moosoo village to express his condolences to the bereaved family. It may also be mentioned that heavy police security has been deployed outside the residence of Moosewala. It may be mentioned that Moosewala was shot dead by some unidentified assailant in Punjab, Mansa district on May 29, a day after the state government curtailed his security cover. This is all for now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv.